Good morning. This is Cycle 1 of the ARRL Western Massachusetts Traffic Net. This net meets daily at 10 a.m., 10:15 on Sunday on the Novark Mount Greylock K1FFK 146.91 repeater. The purpose of this net is to handle any messages between cities and towns of Western Massachusetts and to provide liaison to the first region net that meets on 3.948 megahertz at 1:45 p.m. local time. This is a directed net. Please do not break the net unless you have emergency or priority traffic. Please do not leave the net without first informing the net control station whenever possible. Your net control station today is November 1, Sierra Alpha Victor. My name is Jeff and I am in Pittsfield, Massachusetts. At this time, are there any stations holding emergency or priority traffic? Emergency or priority, please call now. Net Control is now looking for our first region liaison station, Alpha Bravo 1 Tango Charlie. Paul, please call and list any traffic. Okay, nothing heard. Now Net Control is looking for any stations holding traffic or announcements. Traffic or announcements only. Your call signs, please.
Ear B. November 1, Quebec Oscar Victor, N1QOV in Pittsfield. Running commercial power. Commercial power. I have no traffic for the net at this time, and announcements after check-ins, please, Jeff.
Very good, Obi. Okay, let's see. Where were we here? Okay, Net Control is now looking for any and all stations. Any and all stations wishing to check into the Western Mass Traffic Net, please call now. Here is November 1, Alpha, November, Delta, Doug in Munson. Commercial power, no traffic. Good morning, Jeff. And it's 73 degrees in beautiful downtown Munson. Kilo Charlie 1, Bravo, Delta, Rich, no traffic, good morning. Here is Kilo Charlie 1, Delta Kilo Sierra, Jeff in Pittsfield, running commercial power, have no traffic. Good morning to everybody, in and out, please. Here is Kilo Charlie 1, Delta Alpha X-Ray, Dave in Springfield, on commercial power, negative traffic. Good morning, Jeff. Good morning to the net. 9:48 degrees. Good morning, Jeff. Okay, Net would like to recognize and say good morning to N1QOV, Obi, N1AND Doug, KC1BYD Rich, KC1DKS Jeff. I did have a question for you, but you can secure. KC1DAX Dave, and I think it was KA1JOU Ken. Is that correct? I think you doubled with Dave. That's a Roger. Okay, Ken. Can Can I just double check on your power source and location? I'm assuming Peterborough. Yeah, this is KA1JLU. Power source is commercial, and I'm located in Peterborough, New Hampshire, where we have 69.8 degrees. Okay, thank you for that, Ken. Peterborough Commercial Power. Further stations for the Western Mass Traffic Net. There is November 1, India Papa Zulu, Don, Mobile and Templeton. Negative traffic. Good morning, Jeff. Good morning to the net. In and out, please. Okay, and I would also like to recognize N1IPZ Don, Templeton. I'm assuming it's battery powered, Don? That's correct, mobile. Thank you, that's what I thought. Okay, you may secure. Okay, let's see. Any other stations before I let the announcements go? Okay, hearing nothing. Okay, Obi, why don't you go ahead with your announcements?
Okay, we'll do the two-part long one. First of all, newcomers roundtable, first and third Mondays of the month, 7:30. I usually miss it. All welcome. What are we doing?
K1FFK.
Letting the repeater ID. All welcome, newcomers, old timers, and whatever. First Monday of the month also, the Races Emergency Net, 7 p.m. This repeater. The first Tuesday, I'm not sure if they're still running that, the Medical Reserve Corps Hospital type net, 7 p.m. this repeater. Sunday mornings, the Western Mass Emergency Nets meet starting at 8:30 on HF 3944. Then moving to the Greylock UHF VHF repeaters, 2 meters at 9, 6 at 9:30, 4:40, 9:45, and 2:20 at 10 a.m. And I guess a few people still haven't gotten the announcement. The Greylock 220 meter, 220 is PL at 162.2 along with the others. Also, first Monday, the HF races and that meets at 6:45 p.m. on a frequency of 3.930, up or down QRM QRN. Next pass of the ISS this evening at 23:43, 11:43 p.m. Let's see, for those unaware, you can monitor hurricane type stuff regarding amateur radio, the hurricanewatchnet.org, hurricanewatch.org. Don, W1DWA is looking for a general coverage receiver with a digital readout. Digital readout, general coverage receiver for a non-ham, prospective ham. That's Don, W1DWA here in Pittsfield. And finally on this course, currently in Pittsfield, fair skies, 65 degrees, nice and cool. Wind out of the southwest at 8, looks like nice weather up until maybe Saturday night with rain and things moving in. N1QOV, back to net.
Okay, Obi. Stand by for round 2. Do we have any further check-ins for the Western Mass Traffic Net? Please call now. Here is Whiskey Alpha 1, November, Tango, India. Name is John, QTH, Northampton, running commercial. This is Kilo Bravo 1, Juliet, Whiskey Zulu. Name is Will. Southern Pittsfield, battery power, mobile. Okay, net recognizes and says good morning to John, WA1NTI. And I believe I got the call right. Kilo Bravo 1 Juliet Whiskey Zulu, is that correct, Will? Affirmative, sir. Okay, very good. You are recognized. Battery power, good morning to you and welcome to the net. Obi, go ahead with round two.
Okay, coming up around the world Earth calendar, Badas Fiesta, looks like party time in Equatorial Guinea, Egyptian Revolution Day in Libya, Egyptian Revolution Day in Libya. Okay, Martyrs Day in Armenia, man. National Children's Day in Indonesia, National Hot Dog Day here in the US of A, and Revolution Day in Egypt. The only thing I ever saw out of Egypt is rebar for the cement. The birthday of Haile Selassie, he was somebody, I don't know, and the Rastafarian religion. Okay, here in the USA, National Refreshment Day. They got pictures of beer here, but whatever. National Hot Dog Day and National Vanilla Ice Cream Day. I guess vanilla is actually a bean. Currently, the solar flux is at 89, 8 or 9, 8 9er. I mean, A is at 8, K is 3, and the count is down to 35. Flea market coming up, 8 August in Milo, Maine. No Bark and News. You can find that this on the internet at Northern Berkshire Amateur Radio Club.org. Next meeting will be August 30th at the Hamfest, discussing the lease for Butternut and Mount Greylock repeater sites. August UHF contest coming up, August 1st and 2nd. And what have we got here? Yes, the Nobar Camp Fest Sunday, August 30th at Bow Field, Adams Agricultural Fairgrounds off Route 8 in Adams, Mass. Further information can be had at the Nobark website. And getting close to the end here, the Great Britain IOTA contest coming up this weekend, County Hunters CW contest, Flight of the Bumblebee CW thingy, the phone fray, the 29th, is that this weekend? No, that's Wednesday, okay. And finally, no big blob of VHF, UHF openings in our area, relegated from the APRS collection thingy. Thanks for listening. N1QOV, back to now.
All right, thank you, Obi. Obi, could you just throw again for that for the Nobar Camp Fest?
Okay, where did I put that thing? Northern Berkshire Amateur Radio Club Hamfest, Sunday, August 30th this year. Bow Field, which is the Adams Agricultural Fairgrounds, off Route 8. Where is that? Almost, well, whatever. That's race. You look for the Racine's corn stand thingy. Off Route 8 in Adams, Mass. It's on the west side of Route 8. There should be a sign up. That sufficient, Jeff?
Yes, I just wanted to write it down for my own reference, or I'd forget. August 30th, Sunday at Bow Field. Okay, very good, Obi. Thank you very much. Do we have any further check-ins for the Western Mass Traffic Net before I close? Here is Kilo Delta 2 Golf Yankee Uniform Mobile, battery powered, obviously. Ted, New Lebanon, New York. No traffic. Good morning to the net. Okay, that would also recognize and say good morning to Ted, KD2GYU. Run battery power. Okay, very good. Any further stations? Okay, nothing is heard. All right, well, with that, this will close Cycle 1 of the ARRL Western Massachusetts Traffic Net. I would like to thank the Northern Berkshire Amateur Radio Club for the use of the Mount Greylock K1 FFK 146.91 repeater. The time is now 10 hours and 15 minutes. I now return the repeater back to normal amateur radio use. I would like to thank all the stations who checked in and those who stood by while this net was being conducted. This is N1SAV, now signing clear, saying 7-3, and have a great day, everybody.
N1AND KC1DAX.
N1AND, go ahead, Dave.
Good morning, Doug. I just wanted to let you know that I was not able to post your equipment last night on the swap net. My wife stopped at the Olive Garden and got me one of those linguine with Alfredo sauce and seafood for dinner. Oh, that was so good. Anyway, to make a long story short, I hit the recliner, and next thing I knew, it was 8:30. So I'll have to wait till next week to do that.
K1FFK. Hey, that sounds exactly like what I do. You know what? I said yesterday when we talked, I said, I'll try and remember to turn it on. I did the same thing. I had some supper and got in my recliner and put the TV on. I was waiting for the ball game, which didn't start until, I guess 8 o'clock in Houston. And, went dozed right off and missed the whole thing and part of the ball game.
Yeah, Roger, that must be an old age thing, huh, buddy? Anyway, I'll try to make it next week for sure. I've got all the information here. Apparently, there was a pretty good turnout because I talked to Phil about 9 o'clock or so when I finally got on the radio. But anyway, I'll do it for you next weekend until we get that thing sold. So, KC1DAX with N1AND. I'll be clear on your final, Doug.
Okay, Dave, no problem. I was going to tell Danny we went to my son-in-law's a pastor of a church in Brimfield. They had an outing at Dean Pond, which is a state park. And I asked the fellow at the gate there about doing a parks on the air. Not a really good spot. It's not high up in the air or anything else. But he looked kind of stupid at me, like I guess he probably didn't understand amateur radio very well. But he said I'd have to call somebody over to Wells State Park. They were in charge of the whole thing or whatever. I don't know. But looked like a pain in the butt. And then, like I say, it's not that great of a spot anyway.
Yeah, Roger that. I know the Dean Pond area there. We used to camp there a couple of times when I was in the Boy Scouts way back. But let me know how it works out. I'll be glad to go with you when it happens. So keep me informed.
Yeah, okay. I was just asking them because they said they wanted to get over this way for a change because, I mean, like for him going down to Talcott Mountain was nothing, but for us it was quite a ride. Especially you coming all the way out here to get me and then going all the way back there, or Ken who lives in Warren. It was quite a stretch. So anyway, yeah, we'll keep in touch, Dave, and don't worry about not putting the tuner on the swap net. Next week will be fine. See you later. KC1DAX, N1AND, clear.
N1AND, KC1DAX 73, Doug. Have a good day. KC1DAX is clear of the repeater.
KC1DKS. KC1DKS. N1SAV. You still listening there, Jeff, real quick? KC1DKS, N1SAV. Not heard. N1SAV, clear.